What is up, everybody? Jake and Addison, one of my buddies who came with me tonight from the wonderful St. Charles area. And we are here with our round number 4 of our Modern FNM. We got a spicy one here for you. We got Lincoln on Grixis Wizards and Lorelei on Blue Belcher. I think we saw Lorelei last round. I'm not sure how they did. I lost because I'm a scrub. I think you won, Addison, right?
Yeah, I won and dropped.
Let's go. But before we get into the sweet action, hey, if you're watching live on Twitch, you're awesome. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give us some of those Bezos bucks. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I don't know, tell me what you're playing for Modern, Standard Season, whatever you got going on. And if you like any of the cards you see today, you can pick them up at impactgamingcenter.gg. All right, let's get down to the action. So Lincoln on Grixis Wizards. I've seen Lincoln's list from the wonderful Impact Gaming Center Discord, the team Discord. So I know a little bit what he's playing. I imagine Lorelei is playing pretty stock Blue Belcher list, kind of a, mean deck to bring to your local FNM for, just for funsies. But hey, we're not judging.
I mean, well, I guess I wouldn't use the word judge, but yeah, I don't know. I think this matchup is interesting. I need to know what the black is for because when I look at
On Lincoln's
today's
side,
yes,
yep.
yes, because when I look at today's modern metagame and I see a deck that could reasonably run Wrath of the Skies and they're not, I need to know why.
Yep.
So what's going on with the black?
So I think I can actually try to figure that out for us before we get into the action. It looks like Lorelei is on the play.
I think the play here, by the way, really matters. Mainly because of that nut draw potential from
Oh,
Blue Belcher.
100%. And the fact that you're 1 mana ahead versus the counterspell deck, kind of nuts.
Yes. So I also think this matchup is really interesting for another reason, and it's the counter spells. Because I think also when we're talking about today's modern, I am thinking of creature-centric decks.
Yep.
And so when I'm thinking of whether it's energy or even the combo decks, even I would call Prowess a combo deck. Even these like combo decks are usually still creature-centric.
Yep. Philology coming in, going to be milling 3 cards. Double Belcher, going to take one of them.
So when I talk about these counterspell matchups, I think this matchup is interesting because I think these spell pierce type cards. I don't know if either of them are on any of these, but I think they actually matter.
Got Lincoln's list, but I can't confirm this is Lincoln's list, but this is what he shared in the Discord.
Yeah. So looking at this, yeah. So yeah, kind of what I was thinking. So the one of Culligan's command. Not sure if that's going to come up in this game. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Might matter a bit if Lorelei ever gets super low in cards and has to make a difficult decision, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like the Bosch and Roll moniker of a trash magic. I think if we're getting to that point, we're in trash magic anyway. I don't imagine.
I love trash magic. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's where you and I differ.
I want to say something so bad with Jake in the house. What do you want to say, MJ? What rude stuff you got today? I know I did bad. I didn't play well, but hey, I played an on-math list. Tried to brew. Played a Helga list similar to what Mr. Ben Bauer played during Modern RCQ season. Definitely didn't do as well, but it's just FNM. I sacrificed the drive to try to have fun and didn't pay off, but oh well. Still picked up some pretty sick singles to build a sick new, what do you call it?
The Cascade list.
It's like a Cascade birthing ritual list that also plays Riddler and On-Math because I'm kind of on an On-Math kick right now, and it's my favorite thing in Magic.
Friday Night Magic, home of the 4 mana spells. I've always said.
Oh, I love it. That's my 4 mana favorite cost. What deck should I play in Chicago, Kevlin? Is this Modern or is this Legacy? Amulet players do not love Jake. Jake hates Amulet. So, not hot takes. Facts are true. Let's see. What's the weird do? Is that the change the target of spells?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Both. Kevlin, I think if you're playing Modern, I think you should play Is It Wizards. I think the deck is consistent, fast, and good. For Legacy, you should probably just play Oops because there is no other deck, and Oops Out Spells is the only deck that matters in the format.
Well,
Dropped your phone.
Yeah, my bad.
Don't pull the cord out. Careful.
Already living on a prayer.
Let's see. You almost dropped my phone earlier.
Yeah, I'm on a kick right now. I'm on a kick of dropping phones. Your phone, my floor, as I say.
Ooh. Especially with the draw.
Just some exchange of resources here, some card selection. If I knew what I had in my hand, I would, or what they had in their hands, I would know the actual tension here. I think I see it. Is that a Belcher there on top that they flashed to us?
There's definitely two Belchers in Sophie's hand.
Definitely two Belchers. So there is actually a lot of tension here, but seeing the blue represented, I don't think it's going to be run out. I say that, I completely changed my mind. I think they run it out here and run it into the counter spells.
See what Lincoln. So my thing with the Otter in his Grixis list is you don't get to play a lot of creatures because I think most of your deck needs to be non-creatures for these Thunder Trap trainers to work. Which, looking at Lincoln's list, a lot of that he's playing a lot of he's got 21 instant sorceries. So the chances he whiffs is pretty low. He's playing an Emmett Selch, so I think that's a pretty sick addition. Let's see if our Scryfall's working. Let's see if Alex got that going. Let me pull up Emmett Selch for you.
Oh, I wanted to play this card in standard. Yeah, one thing I think is interesting is the tension you're talking about with the Otter, I think is a lot more relevant when Flage is in the deck. And with these Grixis colors, I mean, obviously we're not playing Flage, so I do want to call out that kind of, I guess, address to the anti-synergy there.
So here's Emmett Selch. It is a 3-mana 2/4 with Vigilance. When it enters attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. So loot on ETB, pretty good for 3. I mean, on rate, I don't know. But then he transforms into a Vigilant 6/6. During your turn, you can play cards from a graveyard. So it's like a Yogg's Will. And then if a card we put in graveyard, it just goes away. It looks like Lincoln's pointing some removal at Lorelei's cards.
Yeah, probably trying to find targets in general in this matchup. I don't imagine that the Fatal Push has a lot of targets in general.
I think the Fatal Push is going to be trying to get through the Philogis and other Otters Lorelei's playing just to get through for damage. But doesn't look like Lincoln has much of a clock going on right now, just chipping in with this Otter.
Yeah, I think this trading down on resources favors Lorelei, I think.
Yep. I think every turn Lincoln either doesn't do something or doesn't play spells at instant speed. He's behind just a little bit more.
Agree.
Just because at some point Lorelei's going to say, here's a Belcher, deal with it. Here's a Belcher, deal with it. And then I'm going to find another Belcher.
Yeah.
So I don't know what her plan is versus a bunch of counter spells, but I don't know. I know Lincoln has a force. I see a Snapcaster. You can't the additional cost or like discard a card with a force in the graveyard, right? I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
I don't remember if that's how it works or not.
Yeah. Say again the card.
So if you like target a force of negation in your sideboard with snap,
right.
you can't pay the additional. Yeah, you cannot. Thank you, Kevlin. No. Yeah, that's a interesting one. Kind of weird that you can't because it's like just an alternative casting cost, but kind of nice it doesn't work that way. I feel like I've definitely done that before in the past, though. I've definitely cheated. And I feel like I've done it against you, Addison, and I will say that I don't feel bad.
Yeah, any cheaters in the chat?
I know we got one Kevlin. Lincoln was Surveillance. God, Surveillance. What a good feeling. How many Surveillance do you play in a deck usually?
So, oh man, tough question. I think even in Prowess, which is the archetype I'm most familiar with and the archetype I'm most often playing, I find myself still wanting 2 in a lot of games, which I think says a lot about the strength of these cards. I think a lot has been said. Not much more I can add to the conversation on that end. But for decks like these 2, I think definitely a downside of the Blue Belcher archetype is not being able to run them. But for Grixis Wizards, I would run 3. I don't know.
Yeah. Here's a whir for 0.
Really?
No, yeah, whir for 0. Gonna go just find a Lotus Bloom. There's a hardcast force because you can't. There's a shoal pitching a sink.
Big turn here.
Lincoln has, I think that's an Unholy Heat or something in the top. Yeah. He's got a Otawara, and I don't know what the other card is.
Curse these alternate arts.
No, I cannot tell you how many times I've been in this booth, and then there's like there's so many magic arts these days. It's so hard to keep up with the ton of new editions. When Spider-Man comes out, I'm gonna be just not a hope in the
Yeah.
world.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's the Belcher.
Yep.
You got 3.
It seems like.
Crack the Lotus.
Yep.
Shoot you in the
Packing
face.
it up. Packing it up.
Let's kick it back to the booth. What's up, everybody? What do we got? Who we got in the chat? We got, I don't know, I think I saw like 20 viewers, 26 of you. What's going on? I know Kevin's been talking. Kevin, another Impact Gaming Center, amazing person, Kevin Thomas. And then we got Lincoln on the playing right now. Paul was out there. Chris is out there tonight. What's up, Birdman? How you doing? I know I've seen you like 2 seconds ago.
So talk to me about the play draw here. I think it matters a lot. So when we're talking about that early exchange of resources, and when I was talking about how that was favoring Lorelei, I do think that once Lincoln takes the play, I think that same exchange of resources now favors him.
Completely.
So other than that, I think this is just one of those kind of unfortunate matchups where the play draw matters an extraordinary amount. I think that it matters disproportionately to other like modern matchups. I think that's a quirk of Blue Belcher as a whole.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's one of those decks that when it's on the play, it feels so good. But when your opponent has that few extra mana to like fight through your counter spells back, and it's also one of, I mean, Modern is full of those decks where you are a game 1 focused deck. Your goal is to win game 1 and say, I have at least another shot between the next 2 games to try to win.
Right.
And Lincoln's going to bring in a huge spill, like a huge spill of more counter spells and more hand interaction, maybe some thought seizes, definitely more force negation effects, where the Lorelei and her Belcher plan may not have as much to fight back in this matchup.
Yeah, and I'm definitely, if I'm Lincoln, I'm really happy to be in the sideboard here. So many things I would be really excited to take out. I'm thinking fatal pushes. I'm thinking almost certainly lightning bolts. I know you tend to leave lightning bolts in your Snapcaster decks.
I think you have the pushes to take out. You have pushes to take out. You've got other clunkier interaction. I mean, Lincoln's 3-0, so like he's doing something right tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
That one of Colgan's command definitely not making a huge difference, I'm guessing.
No. Something I want to shout out too about this Blue Belcher deck is I think the sideboard cards that are the most effective, I think, have the least flexibility in the metagame. Yeah. So I don't think there's some catch-all sideboard cards that you're bringing in against this deck. I'm thinking about cards like, I know some Boros players opt towards the Orum's Chance and such, because I think you can get tricked into bringing in a bunch of meltdowns. I think meltdowns are absolutely fine, especially depending on which version of the Belcher deck you're against. But like, man, there are some draws where meltdown feels miserable, and you absolutely wish it was on your board. If they cast a Belcher, yeah, sure, artifact removal seems like fine. But if they go for the all-in, just kill you in 1 turn, then you look kind of stupid with your shatters.
That's true. That's true. And it doesn't I think also I think another really good way to fight against Belcher is like Pithing Needle effects.
That's
just turn the Belcher off.
Yeah.
And cards like Urza Saga are really good at getting through that. I mean, Belcher has easy ways to deal with that with Sink into Supers and other.
Are they bounce Flood Maws? I haven't been.
I pulled a list up right here.
Oh yeah.
Looks like the stock lists are about 2.
Yeah.
So 5. I mean, you're on the 4 sinks 4, 5, 6 ways to deal with like a problem permanent.
Yeah. Yeah, big shout out to I'm on a little bit of a tangent here, but big shout out to Into the Flood Maw. That I've been finding that card in more and more of my sideboards.
I think hot take another one. I think Into the Flood Maw was a mistake.
A mistake.
I think a fish is too little of a gift.
Agreed.
For what the card is doing. I think if it returns a non-creature permanent, it should be a whole card. Like without a doubt, I think that card is. I mean, we've been like on this chain of getting a little bit better and better on summon effects.
Right.
And I think 1 mana for a perfect, like, non-conditional bounce where the
Yeah.
condition's a tap fish. Is that really like, if you've lost to the tap fish, put in the comments. I, I I don't think I've ever been in a situation where that tapped fish like won me the game. A couple times in standard I've sacked it to like Fountain Port, but I don't think I've ever been in a position where wrong one. Sorry, everybody. I've never been in the position where that tap fish has really made like a insane difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm split. Because on the one hand, I see what you're saying. On the other hand, when I think of cards like Chain of Vapor that don't exist as tools for Modern, I do kind of that is a hole in the interaction suite of Modern that I think is there and matters. I don't think we should get Chain of Vapor in Modern. I'm not a
No
fan
idea
of
what that card does. What
Oh,
that card?
Chain of Vapor. It's just a non-land bounce spell. The opponent can It's one of the chain cycles, so opponent can sacrifice a.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Because there's the Chain of Smog, which is like a CDH
Right.
staple.
Right.
And they sacrifice a land.
Chain Lightning. Some you might have also seen.
I know that one. What's the green and white one? Probably don't matter.
Could not tell you.
Probably don't matter.
Yeah. That was when good green cards weren't really a thing. So yeah, they got their cradle.
And then
That's pretty good.
Then Wizards learned a few years later in like the 2012 to like 2018-ish, where green got everything.
Yeah.
Green was the best color in Magic, like hands down. Every green card, drew a card, gain life, card advantage, like was a good creature in some sort.
I like this shout out. Should have been a sorcery. Yeah, I think that matters a lot, and I think that's one of the reasons I give Chain of Vapor like a lot of its power is the instant speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, great call out. I do see. I actually think that would make it a little too fair. I think about cards like Strangle in Standards Pass, the 3 damage to target creature, but it's a sorcery. Cards like that, had it been an instant, I think would have been like cut down levels of played.
Yeah.
But it's just not. Like that's just not a card that you could put in your deck. So yeah, great call out there. I don't know. I think Into the Floodmaw. So 2 cards, Into the Floodmaw and Dreams of Steel and Oil are 2 cards, recently standard cards, that I think are great additions to Modern sideboards.
Oh, Dreams of Steel and Oil, I think, is very, very underrepresented.
Yeah.
Don't forget the game tracker.
Yep, we have a win.
Oh, thank you
for Lorelei.
Red player, marker red. That do it? Boom. Red marker.
Boom.
I always forget that. It's like the one thing I always forget in the booth is the little dot.
Yeah.
But it helps out so much for continuity's sake and people understanding.
Big shout out and much love to Jake here. I don't know what I'm doing on a computer, so he's the only one that can make changes like this.
I've also done this enough.
Hey, $20 if you can tell me what basic that is on the top side of Lincoln's board.
That's the unglued one, right?
I believe that's Phyrexia.
Oh, you mean the swamp?
Is it a swamp?
That's a
I
swamp.
thought it was an island. And I thought he was.
Oh my gosh, you're giving me money and you're wrong.
That's crazy.
You said the top.
Yeah, well, that doesn't look like an island symbol to you?
That is a swamp. That is 100% a Phyrexian textured swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lincoln, mulligan into 5 here, not going to help out at all when you're in a counterspell war.
Yeah, especially in these Force Negation decks. Like, there's just not a spot in a Mold of 5 where you ever want to.
No.
Well, you can 2-for-1 yourself to not die.
Yeah.
First, certainly. But you can never be in a situation where, because I think in some games you can talk yourself. There's certain situations where you can talk yourself into Force Negationing like a Lotus Bloom or things like this. Just not a thing that he can even consider right now. Tamiyo, if this game goes past turn 4, Tamiyo is gonna maybe be able to repair some of that.
Yeah, just being able to buy back a counterspell. This is not a game where you're trying to ultimate Tamiyo. It is one of those games where you are going to tick up Tamiyo, minus Tamiyo. If you get the option to up ticker and then down ticker, that because that just kills her, is because it goes from 2-4-1-3-0. Yeah.
And remind me the third mode on Flame of Anor.
It
You have
is
damage, draw, and what's the last one?
destroy target artifact,
Okay, okay.
which
'Cause-
it does matter. The only way that probably matters in this matchup is if Lorelei somehow that Lotus Bloom comes off suspend
Right.
in her upkeep, and then Lincoln is able to kill it or kill it before you go to
Yeah,
the main phase.
right. Yeah, and so that was actually a concern that I completely forgot to bring up. I'm kind of not liking Flame of Anor in this matchup, which really hurts because I think of Anor is one of the reasons to play this archetype.
100%.
Yeah, I think, well,
This archetype would not exist if it wasn't for Flame of Anor.
right.
It'd be like a Grixis spells list, but Snapcaster Mage, there'd be no reason to play Snapcaster Mage.
Agree.
Which sucks because, I mean, Snapcaster Mage is like one of those cards of like Modern's incredible deep history
Yeah.
that I think Snapcaster could be a standard card.
Ooh, Snapcaster. Yeah,
They
I
put
do.
Bob has done like a little bit in the Mono Black Demons list, but nothing else.
Yeah, chat. What do y'all think? Because right now I'm thinking with cut down rotating. I actually think that's fine. I don't think that's bad. What are you snapcasting? Are you snapcasting a shoot the sheriff? I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if you want to play 4 for your Shoot the Sheriff, like
Yeah,
go ahead, that's fine.
GG, you got it. You know,
There's a
spell snare. That
for
I think
the-
that's a great card. I didn't even that was not on my radar when I was talking about sideboarding here.
I think it's in the main. I think it's one of those cards usually Wizards plays. Most Wizards lists, and this is only coming from me having played quite a bit of the Wizards list. You
Right.
have a couple 1-mana flex slots for what you want to play for the 1-mana counter spells. And Modern, traditionally, you have a Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, or Stern Scolding now.
Mhm.
I think Spell Snare is the best of them in a game 1. And then usually sideboard, if Spell Snare is not good, you sometimes sideboard into either Spell Pierce or Stern Scolding. It's one of the easiest, like quick, easy, like sideboard and outs.
You're right.
But
Yeah, Thoughtsy's gonna reveal kind of a concerning hand. if I'm-
Shoal, Tameshi were in an otter.
Oh, actually, you know what? I see a War of Invention with a land only tapping for white on the board.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Little awkwardness there.
I think I think
I think this
taking
is
the
a great
Tameshi.
call.
I would have either taken the Tameshi or the Shoal. I
Yeah.
think either one is just fine. Just because Shoal is in this matchup, Shoal is close to just a
Yeah.
force of will.
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking, I don't know. In this matchup, when I'm thinking about things I want to go to war with, if I'm Lincoln, I want to go to war with a Disrupting Shoal, and I don't want to go anywhere near Tameshi. That's what I'm thinking. So,
I think it also depends on Lincoln's hand. Like if Lincoln had removal for Tameshi, then you probably take the Shoal. But if you don't have the so Lorelei is gonna respond back by shoaling Lincoln's Otter.
I think this is a big part of this game. This right here. That's
It's
because
a weird.
now there are two cards in Lorelei's hand. I think that was a very pivotal decision, and I'm concerned, if I'm honest. I don't know if I would have done that there.
I'm gonna pull up hydroelectric specimen for people that may not know, because
Oh, it's me. I'm people.
oh my gosh, I'm terrible.
Yeah, that's not how you spell that card. Okay, so you brought up something earlier, and I kind of want to talk about it. In this matchup, are you siding out all of your removal?
I would leave in
Or
the bolts just
slash
because it's
how
really
much?
good versus it kills Tameshi and it can close the game out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the reason I bring this up is I think something interesting about this is not related to this match whatsoever, but decks like the Eldrazi deck are adopting these kind of lower to the ground creatures. So I think the heuristics of formats past, I think, are a little bit changing when it comes to
Yeah.
removal spells. So those of you at home, just kind of be on the lookout for some of these decks that have the option to run some of these fatal pushable
Threats on the sideboard.
right. Yeah, or even main deck in the case of Eldrazi specifically. So I think that's an interesting decision to be made in sideboarding.
Pull up the specimen. And so it's a 1/4 flash. When it enters, you can just change the target of a instant sorcery with another target. Or no, sorry, to it. So you change it to Hydroelectric Specimen, which is really cool.
I love a spell spam. Oh, you weren't there when I was playing Elves against Splinter Twin, classic meta staple.
Elves versus
I got
Witches.
to
Love it.
with a Splinter Twin on the stack targeting a Pestermite. I got to cord for a spell skite.
That's pretty sick.
So targeting so with a spell skite with a Splinter Twin on it, that makes a lot of spell skites, and you can't kill my stuff anymore.
That's a lot of target my token spellskite.
Yeah.
So Lorelei is going to have a ton of mana coming
So
up here.
much mana.
So
Hellbent, I believe.
I think
Here.
Lorelei is literally saying, I am here for Belcher or bust.
Yes.
And I believe that she also has the option to whir for it now if she wanted to. It's like end step.
Was that a word?
I don't know. I'm just saying
Okay,
it was a blue card, I'm pretty sure. I
Yes.
don't know what it is, but it pretty sure it was a blue card.
Maybe I'm blind, but it might be the.
I think it's Tameshi.
I think it is Tameshi.
It's hard to tell with the glare.
Yeah.
You want to pull Tameshi or
Tameshi draws a card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lorelei in the tank. Pull it for the people at home too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So that was a great top deck.
Yeah. So 3 mana 2/3. Whenever one or more non-creature permanents return to your hand, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn, and you can pay white X, return a land you control to your own hand, return target artifact or enchantment card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So a little bit of random. It's a recursive card. It bounces your artifacts back to your hand and your lands to draw cards. So
Save the I win the game buttons that obviously could have been drawn. I think this was pretty high on the great top decks.
yeah, I think she's in the tank of, is there a point to play it now? I'm not under like a super fast clock here between
Right.
Snap and Tameo.
Right.
Like not going to lose the game next turn. Probably not going to lose the game 2 turns from now.
Right.
Really just in the tank of, do I want to deploy this into a potential removal spell? Which
Right.
is because if Lincoln has a Flame of Anor, being able to go like kill your Tameshi, draw 2 cards is so favorable for Lincoln.
It's GG. Sorry, if that were to happen, it's GG.
That'd be very bad.
All right,
There's a
we're
Tameshi.
going in. Here we go.
Do we go off to the races with bounce and stuff?
I think I do here. Lincoln being tapped out, and I believe having I think it's 3 cards in hand. I'm really not wanting any
Floating
more
mana.
options.
Is that a...
She can do this 4 times if she really wants. Razor Grass, oh my goodness, Razor Grass Ambush. Say that 5 times fast if you're
Nope.
more.
Not even try. There's a sink. Return the Lotus. I think it's funny how the draw card is only once each turn, but the bottom abilities do as much as you want.
Yeah, right.
So Lorelei can make a bunch of mana, but doesn't have a payoff for it yet, I don't think.
No. And it is non-creature on the return, so there's going to be none of this cycling Thunder Trap Trainer business.
Pass it back.
Goodness.
What do we got, Lincoln?
Important turn here for Lincoln.
Oh, this is like a massive turn for Lincoln. Gets in with Tameo, draw card. No point attacking with Snap because Tameshi's a 2/3.
Yeah, I think just 2 more looks, I think, is really
Ooh,
scary.
so Lincoln has a Sink into Stupor, which is huge because that's like you can multi-counter the Belcher there. Lincoln's got a pretty stacked hand and not a bunch of mana, but enough to crack a clue on the end step. Surprised if Lorelei doesn't also keep up the Razor Grass to try to kill the Tameo when it attacks in, just to stop Lincoln from drawing cards. Because the way that Lincoln's going to get back in is cracking these clues.
I think that's a good call out. Well, is that better than 4 mana? Ah, shit. She has so much mana. What am I talking about?
She has
What am I talking?
like basically infinite mana here.
It's arbitrary.
Mana at this point in the game, mana doesn't super matter because I think 2 lotuses you just make. Is 2 lotuses infinite mana? Because you could just
No.
you sack one, make the mana, activate Smeshy, sack it, make mana, activate
You're,
Smeshy.
so you're gated by the number of lands in play.
Oh, because you have to bounce lands. Never mind.
Right.
So 3 activate. My bad.
Right. No worries.
So crack a lotus. Play the weird.
Shout out to my commander players. If you play Talon Gates of Madara, that could be a loop. If you're looking for something like that.
Return the weird. Draw a card. Another sink. Turn the lotus.
I'm thinking this is just a pass back. I don't think there's an angle here.
No. I think the angle is kill your Tammy on the end step.
Yep.
Kraken with the little team. Yeah, it's Kraken for 3. Could be worse.
I mean, are you blocking there? I'm not.
No. Oh,
Lincoln is.
Lincoln is.
You know what? Yeah.
Get that otter out of here.
I think that's a decent call. He already has a wizard. That is fulfilled.
Draw a card. Ooh, Flavor North for Lincoln. That's kind of huge here. Holy cow.
Well, he can return the Lotus Blooms, so the artifact part of that, but he can kill the Tameshi.
Well, so and the weird. Oh, well, the weird's gonna no. I guess Lorelei has the sync into supers.
And for those of you watching at home, you cannot sync your own cards. I found that out the hard way.
It's only a return target spell or non-land permanent opponent controls.
I believe so. Yeah, it came up the other day.
It is only opponents. You are right. There's the backside of Tameo. God, the backside of Tameo's art is so good. I think the art for all of those, the MH3 Flip Planeswalkers was like phenomenal. I think the Ajani's really good. I think the Ajani's kind of basic but pretty good. The Tameo's fantastic. The Grist, I love the Grist.
I was gonna shout out the Grist as well. I wish that card was more playable.
Fun fact: the non-full art for Grist, was done by Chris Ron, who also illustrated Savage Knuckleblade.
We did it. We found a way to bring in Savage Knuckleblade. I was literally gonna bring up when you were talking about green from the years of whatever you said, 12 to 18 or whatever. I was gonna be like, well, are you talking about green or are you talking about Savage Knuckleblade? Because I feel like a Knuck.
Sage Rhino is a green card, technically.
Okay. Yeah.
Technically, not. No, there's the sink. Pop it back to your hand. That means Lincoln's kind of shields down right now.
That's right. Oh, shields down and very few resources.
Yep.
Notably did hit the 4th land, so we're looking at potentially a 2-mana spell held up and a clue cracked. I don't know.
I drew the blue City Gate Restoration, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It's the blue draw one from from Seagate Restoration. Yeah, that card is
$140 for a playset.
Yeah.
That's what you're
kind of
say,
insane.
Right?
Yeah. For a set that was open to, I won't say Oblivion, but a very good amount.
Yeah.
That's an expensive Magic card.
Yeah.
That set was wild.
Really doesn't scream Mythic to me, but, I'm not a play designer.
I mean, those lands, you have Agatha Soul.
Yeah, I don't think
Agatha's.
I don't think any of them really are.
Crypt Agademe something.
Yeah.
Then you have the green one's playable. The red one's not really. The white one is.
You're talking about Turn Timber Symbiosis?
Yeah, Turn Timber Symbiosis isn't bad.
Yeah. I played that card in Commander.
I couldn't tell you what the white one. Oh, the white one makes angels? Yeah, it makes angels. That one's fine.
That one's good. That one's good. People play that one in the mono white.
Pioneer. That's like the most Pioneer
decks.
one.
Yeah.
All right, bounce a land.
Hey, I know to sit up in my chair when the mana trackers get pulled out. So.
Is that a whir?
I think it is.
No, it's a Tezzeret.
Tezzeret, also a great draw.
Not the Tezzeret the Seeker?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good card.
Yes.
That's an oldie but a goodie. That's a way to win through combat damage.
Yeah, I don't think she's winning with combat damage with Tezzeret. I think you just get a Belcher.
Oh, that's right. It comes with 5. -4.
Yep.
You then make Lincoln incredibly sad.
Yes. Sadness resolves.
Unless you want to, you can't consign any of those triggers because it's not a trigger ability. It's an activated ability.
Right.
Select the Lotus.
You think Black Lotus is a good card?
Yeah, if it wasn't $1 trillion and impossible to get.
Well, what if I told you?
What is Lincoln going to do? Does Lincoln have a if Lincoln doesn't have a force, this is really rough.
I think his poker face is great here. Lorelei definitely doing some tough math. You can kind of see the body language shift at the
Yeah.
beginning of return,
Lincoln comes into every game incredibly cool, calm, and collected.
which is crazy because before the game when you're doing mulligans, he's so chipper.
Yep.
He has so much energy, so many laughs, and then you sit down to play and just slamming.
There's the Tezzeret. Does Lincoln have a response?
That's a reader.
I played this card in my first commander deck ever. Oh, he's got a force. Force the Tezzeret. Wow. If Lincoln
Has to.
didn't, Lincoln pitches the Tameo for the force. Lorelei's going to respond with the sink. There's the fist. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Wow.
Very nice.
And
Well played.
Lorelei's going to take it to our 4-0 and a bunch of credit here at Impact Gaming Center. Hey, thank you guys all so much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow the channel, subscribe to it if you feel so inclined. If you have Amazon Prime, you get one of those subscriptions for free, I'm pretty sure. Give us some of those Bezos bucks. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're just a cool. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know what you think of Modern right now. What you're playing for Standard. I don't know. Just don't leave something mean. Y'all YouTube comments are a bunch of meanie bobees. And then finally, hey, if you liked any of the cards you saw today, you can pick them up at impactgamingcenter.gg. Thank you so much for hanging out, ass. And this was a great last round. We're going to make the long drive back over to St. Charles. But everyone out there, have a great night. Our bad, everybody. Apparently, Lincoln wasn't done. I thought the fist bump was a GG's, but apparently it wasn't. So my bad. I thought the fist bump was it, but Lincoln might have had something else. It looked like it was over.
Just a mutual fist bump of respect between two warriors, you know.
I mean, usually a fist bump means the game's over, right?
Yeah.
Generally, that means it.
You know?
So I'm super sorry. Alex is gonna have you guys are gonna have a laugh in the comments about this one. I'm glad I didn't stop recording, but I guess we're still going. I hope y'all stuck around because we're not done yet, apparently.
If you subscribed, you don't have to take it back. We promise we'll be better.
Oh, I can't. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah,
Lincoln, don't be fist bumping until the game's not over because we're still going. There's 24 viewers still. Thank you guys for sticking around.
Let's take stock of
Man,
where we're at.
I
okay?
am pooped. This has been a long week. It's been a.
Let's take stock of where we're at. All right. So I see a Tezzeret in exile. So the force negation resolved.
Yep.
I also see one land on Lorelei's board. Wow. I mean, I know there's a Tameshi and a Lowe's Bloom also on board, but I'm not feeling great.
No.
I wonder, was there a judge call? A lot of back and forth between the two players here.
Fine. The Titan players can forgive me, but I won't forgive you for playing Titan. Lincoln crack the fetch. Gonna shock. We know Lincoln had a consign.
Yes. Yummy. What's the power on Tameshi?
2-3.
Uh,
We're surveilling.
seems
Gonna surveil a
Stern School.
Stern schooling in the bin. Lincoln draws. Lincoln's got a flame. No wizards to go with it. Still 3 clues.
Yeah, I think I'm casting a bunch of divinations here if I'm Lincoln, getting those
Nope.
clues.
Yeah, I think we're gonna flash in the weird. Target the weird instead.
Okay.
But
Okay, so the mode there was the 4 damage.
5.
5 damage.
Yep.
Yes, I too play lots of Flame of Odor,
I love that card.
and I know what that card does.
5 damage. 5 damage, and it's really good.
So looking at the graveyard, if I am thinking about it for more than 2 seconds, I'm thinking Snapcaster Mage.
Yep. I think Lincoln is well. You need 1 more mana for the snap. I think Lincoln
For Snap Flame of Odor, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh yes, no, I see what you're.
Lincoln's on 4. I think Lincoln's just kind of hoping to sit here and draw out with these clues.
Right.
Sounds like a pretty solid plan to me.
You know the card Forensic Gadgeteer?
No.
Well, it lets you crack your clues for 1, I believe. And
Interesting.
That'd be pretty sick.
Is it a wizard?
No.
Then who cares?
Well.
Oh, you know why? I don't think we were able to hear him. Because Alex muted this. I think this is the table mic.
Dante.
Yeah, there's one called Dante.
Is it rather infernal?
I've never played that game.
I'm gonna play this.
Oh, you can hear them now.
If I can't do it this turn, then I have to do it. That is, there is no world in which that is not.
There's no world.
In which case, combat.
In a world where we're in combat with
We're just,
Tameshi
we're just
reality.
cracking in with Tameshi.
And I think now, looking back on it, if I allow the force to resolve on the
Ooh,
turn
Lincoln
around
with a
Seagate,
nil spell bomb.
I think I will. Because I have Seagate.
It's kind of huge.
Actually, maybe not. Regardless.
Means Lorelei can loop lotuses.
So while Lincoln is very emotive pre and post game and is a joy to talk with in between games, I think Lorelei is a great opponent mid game. I don't know. Rounds with Lorelei usually end up in the way that you guys are seeing right now, and it's very fun. Just talking through the very complicated turns.
Oh,
And
there's
just,
a Belcher.
oh
Not to interrupt, sorry, but
no, you're totally fine.
there's a Belcher.
So just want to shout out very
Yeah, there's
Very
the
pleasant.
impact players are awesome.
Yeah.
There isn't a bad soul in the crowd.
agree.
Like everyone here is awesome. 100% truth. Lincoln's sinking a stupors, I guess, is an exile, so he doesn't have that anymore.
I'm still behind. I think I'm still behind.
Does Lincoln make a comeback? Ooh, I don't. No, so the only card Lincoln has in hand right now is I think a nil spell bomb. Kind of surprised he didn't play it out
Yeah, I
because
play
then he could have exiled the graveyard in response to like bringing back the lotuses to just get rid of all of them.
both of them were there. Yeah.
But he doesn't get a draw card. Then I think Lincoln's hope with this spell bomb is to draw card because that would be huge. You were talking about this on the way here actually about
Right.
how good we think nil spell bomb is, and
Yeah.
in a deck that can play black, it feels better than I think Soul Guide.
Yeah.
That was a conversation we were having on the way over here.
Well, so I mean, in this specific situation, I actually kind of disagree. I think you still run it with the drawing the card aspect, because sitting with a board full of clues, I don't think I don't think I'm thinking about the conqueso of Nile Spellbomb.
Well, I just like I think maybe Lincoln should have played it out like 1 mana. The difference between like bluffing 1 mana and losing versus maybe being able just to like not lose, I think is huge.
Yeah.
Like even Lincoln's poker face of Even like his poker face of might have a counterspell doesn't
I think I
stop doesn't stop Lorelei from just winning.
swing for 2.
There's Tameshi, linking down to 3.
Getting sketchy.
Gonna untap.
Getting sketchy
Draws.
for both of them. Let's be real.
Here's that Colligan's command. No, it's not big enough to kill the Tameshi.
All right. It's time for my magic zoomer moment. What are the modes on Colligan's command?
Target opponent or target player discards a card, deal 2 damage to any target, destroy target artifact, and
4?
return a creature from your graveyard to your hand.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, all the commands do 2 things.
Okay.
Command is choose 2. Charm is 3 of 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think anytime the word command is on a spell, it's usually a pick 2. Charm is almost always a pick 1. And then I don't think there's any of the middle ground right now. K command.
Oh, thank goodness I'm not the only one reading this card. Shout out to my boomers.
The modes, return Tameo and discard.
I'm hearing return Tameo and discard.
Discard's a Belcher.
Cast Tameo.
Lorelei has another Belcher.
Go ahead.
Play my Tameo, pass the turn.
So I see a shoal. I see a shoal with a Seagate Restoration. Oh, never mind. That's a landed
White
Seagate Restoration.
White.
to activate Tameshi, return it to Nelson. Yep. Draw a card. Yep.
Draws a force. That's huge.
Blue.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, can't pitch for it on your turn, but you know.
And blue.
Mhm. Well, there's a shoal in her hand as well.
Belcher.
Crack.
Crack.
Target.
Target you. There's the actual fist bump.
We did it.
All right.
Are we correct this time?
Now we're right this time.
Holy
I'm pretty sure
moly.
we're right. Sorry, everybody. But hey, thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to make you sit through the same thing again. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Go outside. It's a
Go
beautiful
outside.
day.
I think tomorrow is supposed to be nice outside if you live in the St. Louis area. It's finally getting kind of cooler out. Hopefully not going to be the humid mess that it's been for like the last 2 months. But thank you all so much for watching. Just going to give out one more shout out for Impact Gaming Center. Make sure if you like any of the cards, you can pick them up at impactgamingcenter.gg. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for sitting along with my goof. That's the first time I've ever done that. But I'm going to defend myself with saying that a fist bump generally ends the game. I thought there was a game ending action being going on. So we're going to end it here with a fist bump. See y'all in the next one. Have a good night.